Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you all had a good week. Hopefully, you're all having a great night. What is going on? Just so everybody knows, Ace will be here. He's just running a little bit behind, so he'll probably be at the most 10 minutes late, but I look forward to having him here. We're going to talk a little bit about the first spring training game. He was doing the play by play for the game earlier today when the Yankees played against the Tampa Bay Rays. And we'll also going to talk about the historical facial hair policy change that the Yankees have announced earlier today as well. Did I expect it? No, I didn't expect it. So, it definitely caught me off guard. So, you know, I'm digging it. I'm digging the new rule. And again, we'll talk more about it. But in the meantime, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 1,500 subscribers, so I would greatly appreciate the support. Thank you all so much. Let's say what's up to the chat. I got a few people in the chat right now. We got Jacob Petruzzi in the building, Stephen B, Brad, Cruise Control, Ace is in the building. Well, he'll be here soon. He'll be here soon. So he's just driving on the road right now. He's on his way. Be safe, man. And then make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue, folks. Here's the link right here if you are not subscribed. So I would greatly appreciate it. What's up, Daniel Berry? How's it going? What is going on? So, oh, Pasty, what up, man? Yeah, Big G is definitely going to grow his beard out for sure. Sean Browning, what is up? I unfortunately couldn't really watch the game today. I had to run some errands, but earlier I was able to catch some of the highlights. It just feels good to have baseball back. It really does. It just feels good to have baseball back right now. I'm excited. Baseball is officially back, and it is in session. It's just great to hear the crack of the bat. It's just great to hear the announcers. It's great to see the players go out there and play the game again. So, it's such a good feeling, right? It's such a good feeling. I know it's spring training. I know the games don't really aren't official, right? They don't count, but it's good to see what players are going to look like. We're getting a preview of a lot of the players that could potentially make the opening day roster, and we're also going to see players that are that are non-roster invites and kind of seeing what they're going to look like in the future. So again, I'm excited for the whole thing. Now, one major injury, and that was to Chase Hampton. And what we all feared happened. He had Tommy John surgery today. So, he did have that UCL injury. And when you have a UCL injury, usually that's a precursor to to Tommy John. And unfortunately, again, that was the case for Chase Hampton. It's unfortunate because, last year he missed a lot of time with the flexor strain. This year, he's going to be out for the season. So I hope he has a speedy recovery. Shout out to Chase Hampton. That was one guy I really wanted to see pitch in this spring training. I was really looking forward to seeing him pitch, but unfortunately, it did not happen. So, what are you going to do, right? He's just when we thought he was coming back, he suffers an injury. The injuries have been kind of a problem so far, even though the games weren't even played yet. And speaking of injuries, when we're talking about Giancarlo Stanton, according to Aaron Boone, it doesn't sound like it's anything really serious. He sounded optimistic. They were talking to him in the middle of the game. Michael Kay was asking him some questions. So, I feel it. I feel as though I feel good based on the comments, but again, I'm still going in with the mentality that that Giancarlo Stanton may not be in the opening day lineup. So, let's see what they do at the DH spot. So there are, some potential names for the DH spot. Let's see, what the Yankees do on that front. But we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. And let me get to a few of the comments here. Like the game, Bellinger, Goldie, Martian, great trio when Judge and Wells are in the lineup. Yeah, I mean, first spring training game, but I liked what I saw. Let's see what happens in the upcoming games. So we'll just have to wait and see. And Pasty's asking thoughts on Wells and Judge taking the first week off. It's a Boone request, I heard. Yeah, Boone decided to give him the first week off, so they should be back next Saturday. They should both be playing. Honestly, I don't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it. You're not, let them get their, let them take the first week off. Let them do what they need to do to stay healthy and keep them from getting hurt. I don't know if I know something was wrong with Wells. I know he had from what Boone said, he had a heavy workload from last season. And he did play in a lot of games, so there was really not a game where he really sat. He played a good chunk of the games. I have no problems with it. Giving these guys the extra rest, that way they can be ready to go for opening day. I have no issues with it. After all, again, it's spring training, so I'm not too worried. Now, if they were a week off during the regular season in the beginning of the season, then that would be a concern for me. Then I would be asking, hey, is there something wrong with these guys? But it's spring training. I don't think it's really that big of a deal. But you all let me know what you think. All right. Would you have rather seen Wells and Judge be in this lineup? It was just good to see other players go out there and perform. And a couple of you mentioned Will Warren. Yeah, Will Warren looked really good, man. Will Warren looked really good. That changeup that he has is just absolutely nasty. That's one of his best pitches. And I do remember seeing him throw that changeup when he was pitching in the minor leagues. And that changeup is nasty. That changeup is nasty, and I saw it on the highlights when I was watching the highlights earlier. And like I said, that changeup looked filthy. That changeup looked filthy. I mean, the Yankees really like him. The Yankees do believe in him. They do believe in his stuff. He did have a rough outing at the major league level, but again, it's a small sample size. I don't think he was quite ready to be thrown out there, but he has potential. He's easily your number 3. He could easily be your number 3 pitcher. He's not an ace or anything like that. He's not that type of a caliber pitcher. He's not an ace. He is, to me, again, he's a number 3 guy. He's a number 3 guy. And I'm okay with that. Not every pitcher in your rotation is going to be an ace. You're going to have 1 or 2 aces, and then, well, I mean, in my opinion, the Yankees have 3 in freaking Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Max Fried. But I'm excited to see what Will Warren does. Hopefully he continues developing. He continues trending in the right direction. I hope to see him at the major league level one day where he's playing full time. Same thing with Chase Hampton. It's gonna be a long recovery for him. From Tommy John. So. We'll see how things play out with with Chase Hampton as he is going to be on the road to recovery. But I'm excited. Again, I'm excited for these guys, man. I'm excited for some of these Yankees prospects that are in the system right now. Yeah, Sean Browning. Peraza is my pick for 3rd as well. I hope he does, man. If the Yankees are going in-house, which they are going to go in-house at this point, that's what it's looking like as of right now. I think they're done trading and signing players unless they're signing pitching depth. or just depth for the roster. I think they're done making any sort of big additions to the team. So I think Hal has made it clear that they're almost at the same payroll that they were last season. So, and he is going to keep stressing about the fact that just because you have a $300 or $300 million payroll, it doesn't necessarily translate to, well, we're gonna win a World Series. It doesn't guarantee you that. I mean, we've seen teams with lower payrolls win a World Series, and we've seen that many times over the last 10 or 15 years. So, you just got to get the right players that are going to click, that are going to play well, both defensively and offensively, that are not going to lack fundamentals. And, obviously pitching always wins games. So, you always you have to have very strong pitching in your rotation and your bullpen, in which the Yankees have that. Let's just see what the lineup looks like. Let's see what the lineup looks like. And I see a few other folks coming into the chat. I see Rybread. What up, Rybread? Chua's in the chat. What up, Yankees 28? What up? What is going on? Hill is an ace in the making. Yeah, Hill, to me, again, rookie of the year. He had a great season. Just needs to still control his pitches. His pitch, he does lose a little control. He does tend to get a little wild, but once he settles down, though, the guy's lights out. The guy's lights out. So, when he settles down, man, he's definitely a force to be reckoned with. So, I do like Luis Hill, and I'm confident that he's going to have a good year, a good 2025. And let me hold and pause for a second. I got my boy in the back ready to go there, Twin. So let me bring him up here. We got the Ace Avenue in the building, Chia, as he always says. What is going on, bro?
What up? Sorry for being late.
No, you're good.
Yeah, the roads. I mean, we're in the middle of a snowstorm out there, and the roads are kind of like really, really icy. I didn't want to skate over here, so I had to take my time. So, but appreciated you as always for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I mean, I appreciate you actually reaching out and asking if I was going to go live. And I'm like, I probably should, just to talk about the game. I don't know how much of the conversation you heard me talk, but I'm sure you were driving. So, by all means, focus on the road. Always safety first. But I saw some highlights, right? I saw some of the highlights from today's game. It looked pretty. I was happy with what I saw. I was talking a little bit about Will Warren. He looked pretty good out there. That changeup looked pretty filthy. I mean, I know he's known to have a filthy changeup, but I want to get your thoughts on the game. I know it's the first spring training game, and I know it's spring training. It's not like the wins and losses don't really count. It's more or less seeing what these players are like and kind of getting a preview. But let me get your thoughts, man. What stood out to you? What did you like? What did you like about today's game? Who stood out to you in today's game?
First and foremost, it was so great to have baseball back. Like it spring is in the air. It was just such a great time calling the game as well. The stream did really well. But as far as who stood out, like I said, I was right there with you. Will Warren was one of the standouts in today's game. A good performance by him. 2 innings, 1 hit given up, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. That was a pretty good performance. I was impressed also by the guy's name is Gilbert, Joffrey Gilbert, the lefty.
Yes.
Came in, had a wicked slider, ended up striking out 2 guys. He looked really well. He looked really good as well. As far as the bat wise, it was good to see Cody Bellinger, the newest acquisitions, Cody Bellinger and Paul Goldschmidt come through early in the situation. Jason Dominguez, leadoff spot. A lot of people thinks that he should be in the leadoff. Had a great at bat, his first AAB, worked the count full, drew a walk, went first to third on a Cody Bellinger single, which is exactly what a leadoff man is supposed to do, and scored a run. Second at bat left a lot to be desired. Swung in a bad pitch, popped up in the foul territory, but that's growing pains. And then
Mm-hmm.
ended up getting himself a fielder's choice RBI with the bases loaded, where he was up there hacking for the fence. Bases were loaded after 3 straight walks, and Jason Dominguez was trying to hit a grand slam. You could tell. Swung out of his shoes in the first pitch, and then decided to, shorten up the swing and ended up hitting it on the ground, put the ball in play. Got himself a RBI, and a big RBI from a Jones, not the Jones that we're used to hearing, but Brennan Jones with a
Mm-hmm.
100-mile-per-hour off the bat single, ended up scoring our 4th and final run. So the Yankees look pretty good today. The pitching, I was definitely impressed by all of our pitchers. Stroman, Warren, Brubaker. Brubaker, I don't know if you know, got a line drive hit right back to him, like hit him in the back, and got pulled out immediately. And then that's when Gilbert came in to strike out the side, or strike out 2. Efros, Hendrick, Stevens, and Castro closed it out, and we ended up with giving them a donut.
Nice, man. Yeah, no, I liked, again, from the highlights, I liked what I saw. Unfortunate news with Brubaker. My God, he just, like, the guy was hurt all of last year, and now he got taken out of today's game when he took that ball to the back. So some bad luck for him. How did Scott Efros look? I know, he's hardly pitched since he's been a Yankee. How he pitched what, an inning, I believe?
Yeah, just 1 inning.
Yeah.
He
How did he
got
look?
got through the side. I mean, he looked okay. Got through
Yeah.
the whole inning. Nothing spectacular. Nothing. Didn't strike him out. Didn't strike out anybody. Didn't walk anybody. Kind of just got through it. So I mean, he was okay. Hendrick. I was surprised by him. Head Rick. Head Rick is what his name
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
Struck out the side in his only inning. So, the lefties for the Yankees look pretty damn good. And like you had said, with some of the injuries that we have, especially to our bullpen, this could be a time that some guys could show up and actually solidify themselves a spot in this pitching staff.
Yeah, I'm glad that the Yankees picked up on a few lefties. I mean, that was something that they needed to do. I mean, other than signing Tim Hill, I'm like, they should look into another lefty. And after signing Tim Hill, they got like 2 or 3 more lefty pitchers. So yeah, the pitching for the bullpen, it's going to be interesting to see who makes it to the bullpen, who makes it on the 26-man roster. So there's definitely going to be a lot of competition there. So Dominguez, as far as he goes, he looked all right to you then? I mean, he looked.
Yeah,
What are your
mean,
thoughts?
he didn't look overmatched, especially in that first inning. Got worked the count to full, worked the walk. Bellinger comes up, hits the ball through the right side. He goes from first to third, which is exactly what you need. Then scores a run. Second at bat left a lot to be desired. Like I said, swinging at the first pitch, popping up. The aggression is definitely there because, like I said, bases loaded after 3 straight walks. He's trying to swing for the fences. As far as how he looked in left field, there were moments that I thought, and obviously this is just the game 1 of spring training. You can't hold too much stock in it, whether it's high or whether it's low. I'm just basically going off what I saw in the first game. He looked, there were moments he looked a little comfortable in left field, tracked down a couple of balls. And there was one moment where runner on first, ball is hit to him, and he kind of botched it, but he kept it close enough that the runner didn't advance from second to third. That's kind of something that you got to get more comfortable with as well, because when you're playing games, if that ball gets under your glove in that situation, that could lead to a big inning. So he's definitely got to work at that. So it was positives and negatives with it. Peraza came through with a nice hit. He's been in the third base battle, broken bat single to left field. A lot of positives, especially from the pitching staff. We ended up with 10 double-digit strikeouts, striking them out double-digit times. Offensively, a little bit left to be desired as well. Some things that hindered us last year, we saw in today's ball game. 3 out of the 4 opportunities, Yankees had no runners on third, couldn't get them in, including runners on third with nobody out, couldn't get them in. 2 ground balls, one by Volpe, and I forget who the other one was. But one by Volpe, and I want to say it was Jazz and Volpe. that both grounded out. Jazz grounded out to
Mhm.
first, Volpe grounded out to third, left the runner stranded. So 3 out of 4 times we're leaving runners in scoring position, which is something they got to clean up. Situational hitting is something we talk about all the time. It's great you're able to get the big hit from Paul Goldschmidt, who came through in that situation, you know what I'm saying, his first at bat in spring training, but we got to get more fundamental baseball. But also great play by Cody Bellinger. Did you see that play?
Yeah, where he missed on the dive, but then got the ball,
The
threw to Jazz at
the
second, and got the runner out.
the sliding scoop. Yep.
Yes,
That's a
that
risky
was
play
awesome.
though. Like, and also good backup by Jason Dominguez in that play, because if that ball takes a hop over his glove, that might score a run. That's what the runner was thinking. The runner was thinking he was going to be able to score. That's why he overran second. Heads up
Mhm.
play by Bellinger, not just scooping the ball up, but getting in and firing it right to second, and a great tag by Jazz.
Yeah, no, I did see that play. I was like, that was a fantastic play, and that's one of those defensive things that you want to see from these guys. So that was encouraging to see. And I know you brought up Dominguez, where he kind of bobbled the ball when the ball was hit to him in left field. I mean, that's probably just jitters, would be my guess. I mean, again, left field, he's still trying to get used to it. I know he's gotten a lot of reps before the spring training games. I'm hoping he makes his improvements and adjustments in left field. I think he's going to be fine. It's just when they had brought him up, it was it was just like towards the end of the season, pretty much, and it was a new position for him. So yeah, he made some mistakes. It was a little it was it could be it which games in some games it could be very costly. If you're making mistakes like that where you're not catching the ball, but I think he'll be all right. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. Time will only tell with
Yeah.
him. Volpe, did he not look great today? Like on the because I know you mentioned how he was playing third or hit a grounder and there was a man on third with nobody out. So how was he looking? Is he looking all right at the plate, or what are we thinking?
It's only one game. I mean, he was able to work the
Yeah,
count, but he went 0 for 3, you know what I'm saying, in his first game back. So
yeah.
I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to put too much stock on a guy like Anthony Volpe in spring training. You know what I'm saying? He usually does perform well in spring training, but then kind of gets off to a slow start. So maybe it might be the inverse. It's only one game. It's kind of too early to judge. But George Lombard Jr. got in that bat. I stuck around towards they actually kept the starters in a little longer than what I thought it was going to be. Stroman only got 1 inning, and I thought they were going to pull everybody pretty early. But
Hmm.
the position players got some at bats. They didn't start trading them out probably until close to the fifth. George Lombard Jr. did get an AB, hit the ball really hard back up the middle. The pitcher slowed it down by kicking the ball, and the second baseman, he was able to ground out the second. But the pitcher doesn't do that. George Lombard Jr. gets his first hit of spring training. So, I was impressed with some of the young kids. But Anthony Volpe, I got faith in Volpe that he'll be
Hmm.
fine. I'm expecting him to have a good year 3. But like I said, it's spring training, but he went 0 for 3. But you definitely want to see with the runner on third, you definitely want, not to ground out the third base. Hit that ball in the air, get a little air under it, and get that running.
Yeah, you brought it up, right, with the situational hitting. That needs to be a thing this season. How many, we've talked about it a handful of times of how many times have these guys left runners on with nobody out, and they only score either one run or no runs when they should be scoring 3 or 4 runs. You get those opportunities, man. It's like you gotta make something happen. Um, what about let me ask you about JC Escara. I pulled up the box score here. Looks like JC Escara, he went 0 for 3. What did he look like, defensively as a catcher to you? Because I know you played catcher, so you could probably elaborate a little bit more on that. What did he look like to you, and what did his at bats look like? I know he's competing for a spot to be the backup catcher. So, what are your thoughts
Yeah.
on him?
Really wasn't impressed with JC Escar in his first spring training game. Bat wise, didn't really do anything to stand out.
Hmm.
Didn't get tested on the base path. It was Flores, the backup catcher, that gave up the stolen base, and his footwork was terrible. It
Okay.
was a good jump on the lefty though. It was a good jump on the lefty, but that throw was terrible with the runner on third. But in that situation, you might want to be a little more precautious because you don't want to airmail it with that runner on third. But Escaro, expected to see a little bit more from him. Didn't really do anything, 0 for 3, but didn't really impress in his first game. But it's only, like I said, it's only the first game of spring training.
Yeah, it's only game one. And, I as I was watching the highlights, I heard Michael Kay say that I guess, Nestor Cortez played against him in high school and was saying that Oscara could actually hit. Like he's a good hitter. And his catching is pretty good too. His defensive game caught up as well. But yeah, I know he went 0 for 3, but again, we're not going to judge him off of one game. Other names that I'm seeing here, Peraza, he looked like he looked all right actually. I feel like, again, based on the highlights that I saw,
got on base twice.
Yeah, he got on base twice. I seriously hope, since the Yankees are talking going in-house for third base, man, I am pulling for him to win that job. I really am. So I hope he has a good spring training. Let's see other names that I'm seeing here. I know we talked about Dominguez, Bellinger, Goldschmidt. You said Flores wasn't great, right?
No, I will add this. TJ Rumfield looked a little shaky at first base.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple times where we had two situations, where balls hit to him. First time, he's kind of a little indecisive on if he wants to take it to the bag himself. And as Yankee fans, we know too well, pitching fielding practice, you got to get there. But he looked a little shaky on the first one and then almost overthrew it over the head of our pitcher. But it was a good play by the pitcher to be able to get the out. So TJ Rumfield looked a little shaky at first.
Yeah, well, first base is, they don't have anybody in the farm that's except for TJ Rumfield, and you got Ben Rice. I mean, they don't really have much in their farm when it comes to first base. So that's something that they're going to have to think about and look into. Although here we are talking about first base. I mean, I know I don't want to jump too far ahead, but, we all know Vlad Jr. is going to be a free agent. Do the Yankees look into him? I don't know, but that's a conversation for a different day. So, and I can't wait till that comes around, but I'm excited right now for, spring training games being back. Now, the facial hair policy, man, I mean, historical. Right? Yeah, I know. Both of us have the beard. I think we should try to play for the Yankees, maybe. I mean, since we got the beard.
If they give me a call, I'll play third. Can't be no worse than DJ LeMahieu.
But man, that came out of nowhere, man. I had a feeling that one day the Yankees were going to adjust that rule. I didn't know if it was going to happen during the Steinbrenner era. But I did have a feeling that it was going to happen one day, man. I mean, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the new policy. They're saying keep players can have facial hair if they want. It's totally optional. The thing is, keep it groomed. They're still sticking with the rule of like no hair past the shoulders. So you know what, man, I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. I saw a couple of tweets on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Just there was a couple of folks who were just kind of bashing, and I'm just like, okay, check your emotions at the door, please. I don't want to hear it. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but still, I just, get your emotions in check. But how do you feel about it, man? And folks in the chat, how do you all feel about this new beard policy? Let me know. Let me know how you all feel.
I'm with it. I mean, I'm gonna say I'm with it, but it doesn't affect me one way or another. Like, if it ever came down to a decision where a player didn't want to join the Yankees because of it, then it hinders our opportunity to get better. If that's the case, then you kind of have to, look the other way. We're in 2025. It's as simple as this. Like, when it comes to the facial hair policy and stuff like that, Yankees have to be, this shows evolution from them, and this shows willing to change. So maybe this could be the first domino of a couple of other things to change, which, I'll get into, a couple of other things that I would like to see different. in a little bit, but you got to look towards the future. Like, look at these kids that are coming up. You know what I'm saying? These young kids that are in Gen Z and, you know what I'm saying, that type of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
They make money playing baseball, of course, but these kids with social media have brands that they're building. You know what I'm saying? Part of their brands is how they feel. It's their appearance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with it, but I don't do the fingernail painting and stuff like that. But there are kids that do that. It's part of who they are. It's part of the brands that they're building, and they're making money on and off the field. And for a player that is so worried about his brand and building his name, would he want to come over to a team like, you know, like the New York Yankees that are kind of known as stuff shirts? It's as simple as that. Like, it's kind of stuffy over here. The Yankees were more of a strict organization. Like, you know, you kind of have to do things a certain way, carry yourself a certain way. I understand that, but you can do that with a well-groomed beard. It shouldn't make or break it. It's as simple as this: you look good, you feel good, you play good. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for it. I think the Yankees, it was a good policy change. And I look forward to seeing some of these guys, you know, and how they look with it. I'm a little, you know, if I was Devin Williams, I'd be a little annoyed because it's like, dude, I just shaved. Like, I just shaved. And now you change it. But, you know, who knows? Maybe he was the last straw. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw how he looked. He looked a little sad out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, after he had to shave, maybe he was the last straw. Maybe they go from here. And maybe it's the first policy that changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yankees need to stop being so corporate and, you know, start bringing in some of these guys that can win. And whatever helps us win, I'm for it. It's not going to hurt us.
No, and you know what? Hal came out and he said it, man. He said, you know, in today's world, you see a lot of men, especially young men, you know, with beards. You know, he said, he's like, yeah, you know, I never had a beard. That's not something that you know, I grew up with. But he's acknowledging the fact that, you know, beards are a thing, and you know, players like to have beards. He said he talked to different owners, he talked to former players, current players, seeing how they feel about the beard policy. And I, you know, I also look at this from a business perspective, because in the future, right? Let's just say if the Yankees beard policies or facial hair policy was still, you know, the original of like clean shaven, you know, how many players would they miss out on? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they have missed out on a lot of players because of that policy. Although, you know, if money is being thrown your way, I mean, that's going to be a different story. But now I think this opens up to, you know, for more opportunities for these guys to sign players and or trade for players and keep them for a long time. So um, I'm happy about it, man. I'm happy about it. I think, you know, I think them again. I think them saying that keep it clean, you know, keep it well groomed. I think that's a fair ask.
Yeah. Yankees
So,
really want to make a statement? Go get Beard Club as a sponsor. That's how you really make a statement.
oh
Once you're
man,
over it, do that.
yeah.
You know, so, but I mean, like, you had mentioned something about the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there with you. Um, how it used to be before, Yankees were always the top dollar. You know what I'm saying? Yankees were always the ones that would be able to outbid you for anything. So of course, you know what I'm saying, like in the CC Sabathia days, yeah, I'm giving you the most money, you know, so you're gonna shave type shit, right? But nowadays, Yankees aren't always the top spender. There are other
No.
teams out there that are willing to spend. The Mets, the Dodgers. So if you have an offer on the table, you know what I'm saying? If you have an offer on the table that's very similar, you know, some of these guys, something as silly as a beard policy might negate a Yankee, you know, a guy from being a Yankee or being a Dodger or being a Met. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these guys have wives. The wives like them to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that matters to them. You know what I'm saying? Their household matters to them. It might not matter to us, but it matters to them. You know what I'm saying? So now that this policy is out of the way, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some major changes get made. Maybe this is the first one. I mean, they made major changes, you know, a year ago when they added that patch to the uniform. You know what I'm saying? What I would like to see next is, you know what I'm saying, like, get us an alternate type jersey. I would love that. Not at home though. You know what I'm saying? Because the pinstripes are so legendary. One thing I will never have, don't ever put the names in the back of the jersey.
Oh
But, you
no.
know, give us an alternate jersey. I would love to see the Yankees with a City Connect type jersey on the road. I think that'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Some of our jerseys that we wear for spring training, the spring training navy blues are fire. I would
Yeah.
love to see those. I would love to see those in the regular season on the road. You know what I'm saying? Start doing more stuff like that. And I think the Yankees can be more forward thinking. And I think we're good to go, especially with these younger generations coming up. It matters to them.
Yeah, I think how, like I said, I think he came to the realization. I think and he said that every year there was a conversation about it. I get keeping up, keeping the tradition and keeping the consistency, but I think he also acknowledged the fact that what, man, we gotta adjust with the times, within reason. So it's like a lot of these young players, they like having beards. It's a thing. It's not just with, he brought it up. It's not just with athletes. I mean, you'll see that with actors, right? You'll see that. He even brought up politics. I mean, he said that there's people in politics that have beards now. So he's saying that the beards are a thing. Basically, is what he was getting at, is that beards are a thing. They're not going anywhere. It's here to stay. So, we might as well just let these players have beards if they want to have it. And beards are nothing new. I mean, beards have been around for a long time. So it's like
Jesus had a beard.
well, we'll have a private conversation about that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying, folks from that probably lived hundreds, 100 years ago, even thousands of years ago, probably had beards, right? So it's nothing new. It's just yeah, back when I was growing up, like having a beard was like not the cool thing, to have.
Yeah.
But within the last like 10 or 15 years, beards became a thing. So
I,
it became cool. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So everybody started to have it.
I mean,
And
but weird facial hair isn't really like crazy. Look at the old Yankees. They used to have these crazy ass mustaches.
mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference between a crazy mustache and me having a well groomed beard?
Right, right. I you know, yeah, yeah, some of those guys that had those funky mustaches. I'm like, okay, well, it's like, why not have a beard? Why not?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was funny, but that you mentioned the wives liking the beards for their significant other. There was a girl on Twitter. I know I said this on your show earlier. There was a
Hmm.
girl on Twitter. It's like, oh, the beard. She was so pissed about the beard policy that she thinks guys with beards are ugly. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Well, that's your opinion, but don't get emotional about it. Like, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, yeah, you're golden, aren't you? Like, you're the hottest thing out there.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking at a
yeah,
picture of Goose Gossage.
right.
I don't know. Have you seen like
I mean, I know Goose Gossage.
it's going down. Is that not a beard? I mean, it's a mustache, but I mean, it's just it's practically a beard. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the, he's pushing the line. But I mean, if you can have crazy stuff like that and the handlebar mustache, like, who cares? And as far as that girl, I mean, to each his own. I mean, everybody's gonna have their own opinions on it, But
Sure.
it's something so minuscule that it should, at the end of the day, it shouldn't stop us from winning. You can't tell me, it's having a beard is going to stop, Aaron Judge from hitting in the postseason. Maybe it helps him. Maybe he feels better about himself. Maybe he feels more, confident. Goes out there, does his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's as simple as this. Derek Jeter approved of it, so I'm with it. Did you see Derek Jeter? Well, I don't know. You're not on Instagram. Derek Jeter
I
posted on.
saw somebody sent me the post. I
Yeah,
did see
Derek
the
Jeter
post.
posted on Instagram him photoshopped with a beard and was like, new rules. I'm cool with that. If the cap is cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, especially if Jeter said something about it and he said he's cool with it, then I'm like, you know what? Nobody else's opinion is going to matter as long as the captain is cool with it. So, and Pasty says my wife doesn't like me for 2 weeks when I shave mine. Yeah, I bet
That's
she
what
makes you.
happens.
Yeah, I bet she makes you sleep on the couch if you shave your beard.
Do do you think there's any Yankees that aren't gonna rock the beard now? Like, now that everybody can do it, do you think there's anybody that's gonna be like, yeah, I'm good without it?
You know what, man? I think there's going to be a few guys that can grow it. I think Goldschmidt's going to grow his back. Devin Williams is going to as well. Judge, I think, is going to grow his, not to like the extent of Devin Williams, but he's gonna keep something. Um, Volpe, I think I
I don't think he
see him.
can. I don't think he can. Can he?
Yeah, I don't know that he can. I'm not sure that he can.
I've never seen
Wells
him.
will. Watch Austin Wells. I think he
Hmm.
will.
Well, Garrett
Um,
Cole though, that's the
oh, Garrett
question.
Cole is good. He's going to do it. Max Fried's going to do it.
Yep.
Carlos Rodon probably. I think he will as well. Bellinger might leave a little. Like, he'll probably have like you'll probably have something. So yeah, I see some of these guys growing some beards, and then maybe even mustaches too. Shoot. But yeah, no, there's gonna be a few guys that are probably looking forward to it and are gonna take advantage of this policy. And I think it's bringing a different level of excitement to the organization. So I with this policy that they just changed, I think there are going to be other changes with the Yankees organization. And what changes they're going to be, I don't know. But I think some other changes are going to happen here in the future. And Rodney, I'm not shaving mine. Come on, stop
No.
it.
Well, what changes would you like to personally see next? I told you I'd like to see the jerseys next. What would you like to see next?
The jerseys. Listen, I'm all for the City Connect jerseys, but last year when I saw the City Connect jerseys for a lot of these teams, I wasn't really like wowed by it, man. I wasn't super like, whoa, look at this jersey. I would definitely buy that. I mean,
The Red
they could
Sox
do
ones were ugly.
they
The
could
Reds,
do a better. Yeah, they really need to do a better job. Um,
I like Toronto's though. Toronto City Connect jerseys, how it has the Toronto skyline and says
mhm.
Toronto. I could see us wearing something like that, having the New York skyline and saying, New York on there. I could see that. That was pretty. The Toronto's are pretty fire with their color scheme.
Yeah, that one was pretty okay. So I'll give you that. That one was pretty cool. I think I think maybe having it doesn't have to be every game, but on occasion, maybe just having a different Yankees cap.
Hmm.
With like with a different design. They're doing it with the jerseys. Why not do it with the hat? Not just
Yeah,
don't get crazy with it. I'm not saying you gotta do wear these hats every day. Still wear the regular original caps during the game, but maybe doing something like that. They're doing something with the jerseys. Why not do something with the hats? I think that would be cool.
yeah. Instead of
Um,
just the league round stuff when they do like
right? Yeah,
everybody does Memorial Day, everybody does like Father's Day, all that type of stuff. So you want like an additional like type of hat.
Yeah, you know how you have like an away jersey and a home jersey?
Mm,
Maybe something like an away hat and a home hat.
yeah,
That could I think that would be a cool idea because you see that in you see with the jerseys you'll see that all across the sports, right? The home away. Why not do something with the hats? I think just to get a little creative with it.
yeah.
I think that would be pretty dope.
Even though it wasn't you see the pictures of Marcus Stroman with the pants rolled up like shorts. That was pretty fire. Like I understand it's not going to happen because you need baseball pants, but having some pinstripe shorts would be dope. I'm thinking about trying to get my hands on some of those, but they wouldn't do that in during an actual game. But yeah, some changes could be made.
Yeah, it could be, and yeah, like Pacey says, I want an alternative like there is in the
That's what
NFL.
I said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I think it would be pretty cool.
and it brings money
And
to the team.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It brings money to the team, new merchandise. Fans are going to be all over merchandise. I mean,
Except at
um,
home, though. I'm too partial to the home pinstripes. Don't do it at home, but do it on the
no,
road. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's
no,
just
no,
my
no, no.
opinion.
I'm strictly talking
Hmm.
the Yankee pinstripe jersey. You keep that. I don't want that to change. But the away jersey, maybe like you discussed, like having multiple besides the gray one. Um, and then as far as the hats, though, I think it'd be cool to have like an away hat and a home hat. I think that would be pretty cool. Just to kind of hey, just to spice things up a little bit. And real quick, Yankees country, what's good, bro? Yo, I got your message on X. Hey, go ahead and post your Discord channel anytime you want, dude. You could post it right now, so go for it. You got you got my permission, so you're good to go, bro. But shout out to you, man. Thank you.
I don't think they'll let him post it if he's not a mod, because
Oh, if he's not a mod,
yeah, I think YouTube will
all
look
right.
at
You
it
know
like
what?
it's spam. You or I or one of your mods has to post it.
Yeah, and it's funny. Ken is asking you this question as we were talking about the City Connect jersey, but go ahead while I
Doesn't
do this.
necessarily have to be a City Connect. I would like to see alternate road jersey.
Hmm.
That's kind of what we were talking about like 2 minutes ago. An alternate road jersey would be dope. even going back to some of the classic road jerseys that we had, in years past would be dope from time to time. Don't touch the home jerseys. I'm okay with that. I'm saying the pinstripes are who we are at home, but a dope City Connect jersey. I alluded to it earlier. I would like a Toronto Blue Jay style road jersey. I mean City Connect jersey where they have the skyline of Toronto and it says Toronto on there. Like imagine one with the New York skyline that's saying New York broken up on it. I think that'd be a dope road jersey.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good. I mean, again, I think it'd be a good idea. So, Yankees country, I did make you a mod, so go ahead and post your Discord, bro. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So, shout out to you, man. But yeah, I like to. It'd be cool to see an alternate uniform, but I think maybe going like alternative hats. I think that'll be the next big thing. I don't think it needs to be approved probably by the league too. I'm pretty certain. So I think that would be pretty cool for Major League Baseball to do something like that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the alternative hats? Is that a cool idea, or you're just like, I don't know?
I mean, I think I get enough of the alternative hats whenever they have like, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July. I want alternative hats. My hat collection's extensive. So I got the grays, the blues, I got a whole bunch the purple, different. I'm saying? Like any new hat for me, I'm all for it because that's just something I can add to the collection. Like today, I was thinking about rocking the latest ones, the practice pinstripe hats. Those are pretty dope. I'm thinking about getting my hands on that one because today I was wearing the spring training fitted from last year, and I was like, I miss how the texture of the hat was different. But it's definitely one of my favorite hats. But yeah, I'm all me as somebody that's a hat collector. I've never streamed without something on my head. 'Cause I got a bald head. But yeah, I'm always a hat type guy, so I'm always for it.
Yeah, you do have a bunch of hats. I'm just like, oh my god, this guy's wearing a bunch of different hats every stream, and yeah, and I agree with Ken. Just so long as it doesn't have the color palette of the Padres, I'm kind of what they're with it.
The Red Sox ones. The Red Sox, they look like the Savannah Bananas. I don't want to, wear that.
Yeah, nah. I don't want that either. No, thank you, man. But yeah, man. So
The Padres ones are what? I don't mean to cut you off, but what's the Padres colors? It's the
isn't
pink
it like
ones, right?
brown and yellow? Or wait, there's City Connect ones. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
I'd rock that.
You would?
Yeah, dude, that
Right.
like can sound like an old guy over here, but I'd rock that. The pink and the green. I mean, they don't. It's kind of so ugly that it's dope in my opinion. But if you haven't, like I said, looked up the Toronto Blue Jays City Connect ones. Those are fire.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up because it's been a while. So
yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays ones where if you want to bring it on screen, you can. Whereas, like I said, it has the Toronto skyline with that long. I don't know what that long building is that they have that long thing, but it's on there. It looks dope, and that color scheme works. The blue and the red, what I'm saying? It works for that. I would love to see a New York skyline one with the Empire State Building and it's saying New York around it, and have the dark blue, navy blue, and black scheme. That'd be fire.
yeah, and
Yeah, I know, Ken. I'm just joking, man.
Let me bring up that City Connect jersey. Let me make it full screen. If I can. Let me. Yeah, I mean that is pretty dope. Let me zoom in a little bit more on it. But that
Brewers
that
is
is
good
pretty
too.
dope.
The
Huh?
Brew Crew, the Brewers is nice too.
Yeah, there was just a lot of them that I wasn't really impressed with, but this Toronto one is pretty cool. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That Toronto one is pretty cool, but there was a lot of them that I just again personally I just was not impressed with. But I think a New York Yankees jersey with the skyline. I think that would be pretty dope.
What about the Brewers one? Would you rock that one?
The
The powder
Milwaukee
blue, the
Brewers.
powder blue and yellow. That one's tough. We might be seeing that. We might be seeing that opening day.
Is that happening?
Oh no, well, we're playing Milwaukee. I know. I'm just saying. We're playing them opening weekend.
I know we're playing them. Would I rock that one? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not that like I'm not much of a. I like the colors. It's just not. I don't know if it's something I would wear.
What's your favorite color to wear? Are you a more of a dark tone guy or a light tone guy?
I
Because
mean, you see me wearing.
we're both light skinned, so we could pull off any type of you know
Yeah.
anything on the spectrum of the color spectrum.
I mean, I wear black a lot, dude. I mean, you probably see me, and I'll wear black a lot. I'll wear like a lot of navy blue like t-shirts, black t-shirts, white t-shirts. But I'll rock a little color. I mean, I'm down to rock some. I'm down to rock some color. And dress clothes, like if you get me dressed up going to a wedding or something, you know, I actually have a pinstripe suit, which is funny. But
Do you?
oh yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
So I'll rock a pinstripe suit, and as far as the dress shirt goes, I'll wear. I got different colors. I'm not fearful when it comes to colors. I like purple. I'm a
That's
purple guy.
mine too.
Yeah,
That's my favorite color, and that's
purple.
one of my favorite color to wear. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you
maybe
should
we
get.
are brothers. I got these dope purple and black Jordans that I bought for to match my Black Panther stuff when I was going to go see Wakanda Forever. I got a bunch of Black Panther outfits and stuff like that, so I got myself a purple and black Jordans.
Nice, dude. Okay, okay. I could dig that. Yeah, no, I do like purple. I mean, there was some there was a Rocky spring training hat actually that
Mm-hmm.
I saw, and I'm like, that is a dope hat right there. I actually like that one, but I wouldn't buy it just because obviously I'm not a Rockies fan.
Well, I
But
got the purple metallic. It's somewhere over there. I got the purple metallic Yankee hat. Go get yourself one of those. That shit is fire.
yeah, I might just buy like just if it's all purple Yankee hat, I might just do that. Like I said, I have no problems rocking purple, bro. I do like purple, and
Take,
not to
takes a
mention
confident man to rock purple.
what was that?
Takes a confident man to rock purple.
I'll rock purple. I'll rock a pink dress shirt too, man. I have no fear. I have no fear of that. So, but purple, I'm also a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. So, um, I love that thing. I'm like I almost don't want to get promoted because it's purple, but I do also want to move up. But
But you
but
get to
that
save
belt.
your belts, right? You get to save the belts even if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
on the
you
next
get to
level.
save the
Oh, okay.
belts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. Yeah, you get to save your belts. But yeah, purple's a dope color, man. I do love purple. So I might look into a purple Yankees hat and rock that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my purple Yankees hat that's on my Facebook.
No, you're good. Yeah, take a second. But folks in the chat, color wise, how do you all feel about different color hats? Like, are some of you like traditional, or are there color hats that you all would wear? I mean, here, Ace and I are talking about different color hats. I feel like we're gonna go to the mall together, bro.
And get it on Amazon now. So yeah, I do gotta get myself some new hats for this season now. I can't. Yeah.
Ooh, I just found one on my phone.
Which one?
Oh my god, yo, I
Of
would
you?
no, just of the hat, of
Oh,
the hat.
okay.
I would probably rock this, dude. Oh man, this is fire. That is fire. I don't know if I could show it on the phone, but yo, I would uh I would rock that.
Yeah, I
You'd
just text
rather
you.
have
Go
uniforms.
ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just text you two pictures of me of one with the Yankee purple hat I was talking about. It was Yankee. It was purple and black. I might have to get that one again. And then when I was in a wedding, I was wearing a purple under vest and bow tie.
Okay. Whoa, look at Ace without the full beard.
Oh yeah, that was just I had the chin strap. Oh yeah.
What? Yeah, I used to
The
have.
other one I had the shadow. I just had the
Yeah,
beard shadow and then the chin strap.
yeah. I used to have a chin strap too. We are twins. We
We
are
might be.
twins. We're long lost twins. We're of different ethnicities, but we're long lost twins, bro. All right, we're from like our families are from like different parts of the world, but that's cool. You could always have a doppelganger. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
Even Hector from Uptown Sports. Shout out to my guy. He
He's
first
one of us.
yeah, he when he he is when he first met me, he thought I was Puerto Rican. I'm like, wait, what? For real? I'm like, okay, fair enough. And yeah, Pasty says colored hats are tacky.
That's your opinion. That's
Yeah.
your opinion.
Yeah. I'm just giving you a hard time there, Pasty. Unless it's camo. Camo's cool.
And that's not really my style. The camo Yankee hats, I support it, but it's not really something I'd rock. Not really my cup of tea.
Yeah, I never really wore like camo anything. Can you be the redheaded stepbrother? Max, of course, man. You already are the redheaded stepbrother,
to stand
dude.
in the middle to offset our colors, So
yeah, bro.
Andy Dalton.
You're our boy, man. You're the only redhead we're gonna accept. I'm just playing.
Vinny, Andy Dalton, and DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, yeah, and then apparently I'm Vinny from Jersey Shore. Yep. So, whatever, I'll take it. Yeah, Max, I know. I couldn't help it, bro. Shout out to you, bro. And we got Norman Soto in the chat. He says, "Hi guys, beard time." That's right, man. That's right. So with this beard policy, are you who's gonna grow a beard now? Anybody gonna grow a beard? Anybody feeling inspired to grow a beard?
I think I'm gonna keep mine where I'm at because when I had it too long, it was bothering me. But yeah, go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get that beard sponsor. That sponsorship, New York Yankees, and go ahead and make it happen.
Yeah, they do need to get a beard sponsorship, and I need to definitely. Yeah, I need to get mine trimmed. I need to go see a barber and get my hair cut because my hair is kind of out of control right now.
I kept telling Max because he's a Packers fan. I was trying to, when the Giants were going against the Packers last, I was trying to do a beard bet with Max. Loser has to shave their beard, but I think his girlfriend wasn't having it at the time. So I think he was telling me he's not allowed to touch the beard. So
yeah, he'll be kicked out of the house for like a month, man. If that happens.
Ken says Tim Hill.
Tim Hill growing a beard. Yeah, maybe.
Like I said, it's a new day for the Yankees, man. Look, swag matters, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially to these kids. It's as simple as that. Like I said earlier, you look good, you feel good, you play good. You know what I'm saying? The bearded Yankees, we're the bearded Bombers, baby. It's as simple as that. Like, this is uncharted territory for us. We might go off this year. This might be the World Series year. Can you imagine a bearded Aaron Judge holding up that trophy?
Let's go. Let's go, he says. Yeah, and Max says he would be kicked out. But I don't know if I shaved my beard and I was clean shaven, that my beard would grow back quick though. Like
mine does too.
Yeah, because I could shave my beard. Huh?
Straight razor. When my barber hits me with the straight razor, and that's another thing too. Like when it comes to like some of these guys that have to shave all the time, sometimes it irritates your skin. So it's yet another reason just to kind of grow it out. Like with me, you know what I'm saying? Like it took me a while to actually grow up my beard because my skin would get irritated. Like the picture I showed you where I had the chin strap. So I went from the chin strap to like the shadow to kind of give my skin time to adjust to it. But yeah, I mean, for me, when my barber hits me with the straight razor, it grows back the same day. If I shave, like I shaved this morning and it's already starting to grow back a little bit. Right. If I do it myself, it'll grow back the same day. But if you actually hit me when my barber hits me with the puts the cream on there and then like the rag to kind of get the follicles up, then hits straight razor, that shit doesn't grow back for 3 days.
Yeah, facts, man. Because anytime I shave, dude, that beard is like back the same day, man. It just, I mean, it's a blessing. I'll say that. I'll take it. I'll take it as a blessing because I do. There's a lot of folks that I've met that are just like, yeah, we can't even grow anything. And I'm like, well, that sucks.
I mean, some people can't. That's why you gotta treat it too, man. Sometimes it's not just about just growing it out. Once you start treating it, like my shit started growing in thicker and stuff like that when I started like actually using beard treatment. So you got to take care of it.
Yeah, for sure, man. We went from talking Yankees to talking beards now, and talking hats and all sorts of other stuff, man.
But it was a good day though, especially for the Yankees. Baseball was back. First started with the facial hair, rules lifted. Then we got to see baseball back. It just felt so win, lose, or draw. Like I said, especially when it comes to spring training games, there's no stakes in it. So you kind of just get to sit back and just enjoy baseball for what it's worth. And it was just good to see, hear the crack of the bat again, hear the ball popping in the glove. It just felt so good to be back out there. And it was a beautiful day in Florida. I could just imagine how beautiful it was actually being there. Next year, man, I, and Max, man, and whoever wants to come along, we have to try to go to a spring training game next year.
Depending on how things play out, I'd be down. I'd be down.
Yeah.
And we got Chef Nick in the building. He says just finished watching Max live. And I'm loving both you guys. This live stream family is rock and rolling. Appreciate you, man. He said beards rule. That's right, man. Because I think looks like he's got a beard too. Yo, Chef, what kind of food you be cooking, man? Talk to us. Because I talk food on this channel. You'll see my pre-games, and I do ask what people are gonna have for food. So, and people come out with some options, man. I'm just like, okay. So, Pasty. All right, man. I hope
everything's okay.
Yeah. How's everything? Is everything progressing? Let me know, Pasty, because I know your daughter's been in the hospital for a little bit. Hopefully everything's progressing in the right direction. What are doctors saying, man? Because I hope you get to bring the baby home, bro. We're all thinking of you and the baby and your family. So, but yeah, man. I can't wait to start doing pre-games. I might actually, I'll give everyone updates as they come. Cool. All right, Pasty. Thanks a lot. But yeah, I'm probably on Sunday. I'll probably end up doing a little pre-game, just to kind of warm up. Because I do want to call Sunday's game. If it's on MLB TV, I'll get Ken on with me, and we'll do the play-by-play for that game.
I think it is. I think that one is.
Yeah,
I think tomorrow's. I'm not sure if I'll be able to call tomorrow because tomorrow's on the Gotham app, and the stuff that I've been looking up, at least with the first couple Google searches, it's saying it's like a regional type app. But I got to see if I could find it on MLB TV or maybe some other places streaming it, stuff like that. But yeah, today's game was dope to call. It was just good to be back with everybody. I'm gonna try to call the one tomorrow. If not, definitely be on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and call Sunday. I might call Monday too. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do want to get back into calling a game, and like you said, I like the fact that it's during spring training and it's like nice and relaxing. So Ken is saying Sunday's game is on MLB TV, Monday is on the Gotham app. Well, we could probably scratch out Monday then. So Sunday is what I'm gonna aim for then.
Yeah. Friday at 6:35. Are you available then? Because you can pop on my channel if you want to call that Yankees Blue Jays game with me, spring training. That one's on yes.
For next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
this Friday coming up. Yeah.
Right. Well,
today's Friday, so yeah,
so a week
Friday,
from today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me when we get closer to that, I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, if you
but
can.
Normally I would be like, you know what, let's make it happen. But I'll let you know. But mate, I think the afternoon games, like the early afternoon games, probably if I jump on with you, probably work best.
The 1 o'clocks work better for you. That's 11 o'clock your time.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock my time, so it's like perfect. But because you said 6:35 for that game.
Yeah, that one's 6:35 on Friday. The only reason I picked that one because I didn't know if the afternoons or anything worked better for you.
Yeah, it just depends. It just depends on what I have going on. So, but I'll play it by ear. And yeah, Max is saying, I'm just so happy to hear about all these games. We back, man. Damn, it's amazing. Yeah, dude. I mean, the off season is so boring, man. It's so boring for me. I know football is happening. I know there's a lot of football fans out there, but there's just something about baseball. I know basketball is happening too, hockey's happening too, but for me, there's just something about baseball. And I'm not opposed to all those other sports, but it's just baseball, man. There's nothing else to really say. I mean, in my case, at least there is combat sports. So I mean, you got the UFC, so they're a thing during the off season. So, but the UFC takes off for 3 weeks in December. That's like their Christmas break. Then they get back into the swing of things after New Year's. And Max, I agree, dude. I don't like the NBA as much as I used to. It doesn't excite me anymore. I'll check out some of the games. But speaking of NBA, my nephew, just like myself and my older brothers, like he's a Knicks fan. He was born here, he was born here in Colorado, but obviously growing up with us, he's a Knicks fan. His friend went to the All-Star game last week, and he called Jalen Brunson over, and he got Jalen Brunson to say what's up to my nephew. And my nephew sent that video to me, and he was like, and when I saw him, he was so ecstatic. He's like, man, he's like, I'm gonna keep this one forever. I was like, as you should, man. I was like, you're a Brunson fan by all means, man. That's for him to shot you out like that, kiddo. That's pretty awesome.
So who's your NBA team?
Mine is the Knicks.
Oh, okay. I'm a Miami Heat fan. So.
You're Miami Heat. Yeah, you're boys, man. I don't know what's going on with that organization, but I for your sake as a fan, I hope it turns back around.
Middle of the pack as always. So the Miami mids is what I call them. We're always not good enough to be good, not bad enough to be bad. So we're kind of in the middle of the pack. So
yeah, for sure, man. I mean, that was I just remember back in the day with the Miami Knicks rivalry. Oh my God.
That's one of the reasons I became a Miami Heat fan. Hate the Knicks. Can't stand the Knicks.
Yeah. But no, that's fine, man. I mean, every to each their own as far as NBA teams go. But yeah, no, that was a fun rivalry. I'm hoping that rivalry comes back one day. I don't see it happening. At least for like maybe the next 5 or 10 years, unless if the Heat get a team going. The Knicks, obviously, right now they have a team, but
second round exit as always. So for you guys, so you guys will be out in the second round as always. So
I ain't worried about it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him win a championship, and I can get used to it. So it's not a big deal. Yankees country says he's a Lakers fan. So
you're a Cowboys fan too, Yankees country. You have the trifecta: the Yankees, the Cowboys, and So
yeah, Chef Nick is saying he pretty much does every cuisine in the world, but I specialize in Mediterranean food. Recently did a potato horseradish crusted short rib with truffle fingerling, potatoes, and grilled asparagus. Okay.
Asparagus is really good.
Especially I love asparagus. Asparagus is my jam. I like asparagus. I like I'm also, I like broccoli. So, I like my vegetables.
Yeah.
And he says he's more of a Bills fan, not a Cowboys fan.
So how did you become a Lakers fan then?
Because how did you become a Lakers fan? That's a good question.
I understand the Yankees Bills,
the
same reason, but how did you go to the other side of the country to be a Lakers fan?
Chef Nick just made you hungry, Max. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'm about to go eat soon too. What are you eating?
What am I eating? I don't know. My brother just texted me. Looks like he, him and the family got some Chick-fil-A. He's like, hey, come over. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue. I was like, yeah, I'll take some Chick-fil-A. So that's what I'm having is Chick-fil-A. What about you?
My mom made some ziti, so I got to swing over there and
nice.
And get that. So that should be good. My mom makes some really good pasta. So
I bet, man. Yeah, no, pasta's good. And yeah, and Max, pre-games, tune in, bro, because we're always gonna talk food, so we'll get you hungry. Don't worry. So Yankees country said that a friend of his got him into the Lakers.
Okay,
fair enough. Okay, that's fair. And John is joining us from the Space Coast in Florida.
Nice. What's up, John Pico Dad?
What up, John? What's going on? But chicken parm and pasta for dinner for Ken. Nice.
Can't go wrong with that too.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But all this food talk is getting me hungry. So for that reason, I am going to wrap it up. So I do appreciate everybody jumping on and joining myself and the Ace. Shout out to you, Ace. Thanks for jumping on, bro. It's always greatly appreciated. So, and Yankees country's having a steak for dinner. Nice. Yeah. God bless food, bro. God bless food, man. Having food is a blessing. Having food is a blessing. That's the way I see
Absolutely.
it. Anytime I have food, bro, and I'm eating, I'm like I'm like forever grateful. So you cannot take food for granted ever. So just a message to everybody. So, but I do appreciate everybody jumping on. Make sure you all subscribe to the Strike Zone. Make sure you all subscribe to the Ace Avenue. We both would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.